It's going to be easiest to understand the requirements on you when you provide an implementation of getHashCode if we first understand how getHashCode is actually used. So let's start with that. As you know, hashcodes and the getHashCode method exist in .NET in order to allow types to be used in hash tables. Hash tables in turn are used inside some collections, and their purpose is to speed up the process of looking up an item in the collection. The most important types that use hash tables are dictionary of key value, which internally uses a hash table to store the keys of the elements. This allows it to very quickly look up a given key, and the hash set of T collection, which also uses a hash table, although this time to store the values of the elements. In both cases, the hash table is the key bit of technology that allows these collections to give really good performance. Roughly speaking, the way a hash table works is that it divides a collection into lots of smaller collections. Each smaller collection is often referred to as a bucket. To see why this is helpful, let's imagine we have a hash table storing integers which currently contains 20 elements spread over 4 buckets. This means on average each bucket contains 5 elements. Some will have more, some will have less. For example, in this diagram the first bucket holds 4 values, the second bucket holds 6 values, and so on. But on average it's 5 elements in a bucket. I've chosen very small numbers of elements and buckets here, by the way, so you can see what's going on. In the real world, hash tables are only really useful for much larger collections and may contain many buckets. The idea is, when you're looking for an element in the hash table, if you can quickly tell which bucket an element is going to be in, then you only need to search through the elements in that bucket to look for the element in the collection. So finding it is a lot quicker than if you had to search through the entire collection. Searching through 5 elements is obviously a lot quicker than searching through 20 elements. But notice this idea will only work if the elements are spread reasonably evenly amongst all the buckets. If almost all the elements get put into the same bucket, then there's no advantage to a hash table, and the collection will probably perform poorly.